Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that dominates in today's edition for Friday, 1st August 2025, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association partners with DeVry University for online higher education. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us. So we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
Welcome back. St. Lucian hospitality and tourism workers now have a pathway to earn globally recognized degrees thanks to a groundbreaking partnership between the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association, SLHTA, and DeVry University. The new agreement unlocks access to flexible online bachelor's and master's programs designed to equip industry professionals and real-world skills for a modern tourism landscape. Marian Montoute of the DBS News World reports.
Workers of the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association's member companies will benefit from new educational opportunities thanks to a new agreement between the SLHTA and DeVry University. The partnership will provide hospitality and tourism professionals in St. Lucia access to DeVry University's online bachelor's and master's degree programs.
These include not only hospitality management, but also technology, human resource management, business administration, health services management, and other fields that are increasingly essential to the competitiveness of our modern tourism enterprise.
Scarlett Harway, the university's Vice President of Public Workforce Solutions, says that DeVry's programs are short, flexible, and stackable, allowing employees to build real-world skills that can be applied immediately onto the job.
The occasion for us really does mark a meaningful moment as we celebrate the launch of DeVry University and St. Lucia's Hospitality and Tourism Association partnership. It's a very first of its kind for us in the Caribbean under the new DeVry's Bridge to Brilliance initiative, and we're thrilled to begin the journey right here in St. Lucia. While the partnership begins with the hospitality and tourism sector, its reach is far broader for us. Our goal is to support workforce development across all of the industries in St. Lucia.
The signing ceremony took place on Wednesday, 30th July. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoute reporting.
In the meantime, St. Lucia is taking a bold step in transforming primary education across the OECS. A groundbreaking regional curriculum has been introduced, equipping teachers with innovative strategies to blend modern learning standards, Caribbean identity, and practical life skills. Education officials say this shift will prepare students for the challenges of tomorrow. DBS News World has more.
The OECS Pearl Summer Institute recently opened at the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, welcoming more than 200 teachers and principals to prepare for the rollout of the digital OECS Harmonized Primary Curriculum, known as the DOHPC. Training focused on helping teachers plan and deliver instruction using updated strategies and curriculum outcomes, shifting away from content-heavy instruction to student-centered learning.
Our theme for this training is From Paper to Practice. and it captures the essence of where we are today. We are transitioning from years of careful curriculum development.
The curriculum pilot marks the most extensive educational review in St. Lucia in some time, setting the stage for a full national rollout by 2026. Developed through regional collaboration, the digital OECS harmonized primary curriculum emphasizes inclusivity, cultural relevance, and competency-based instruction. Supported by the Global Partnership for Education and implemented under the OECS Pearl program, the initiative is one of the largest coordinated efforts to modernize classroom teaching across the OECS.
The development of the DOHPC was a regional and collaborative effort led by educators, curriculum experts, and stakeholders from across the OECS. This curriculum is a tangible example of regional integration in action and the benefits that it can have for our people.
The Summer Institute brought together teachers and principals from all 16 primary schools where the new digital OECS harmonized primary curriculum will be piloted in mathematics, language arts, social studies, and science. As schools prepare for the upcoming academic year, feedback from pilot teachers will shape ongoing improvements and ensure that all St. Lucian students benefit from a curriculum built for the 21st century. From the Communications Unit of the Department of Education, Innovation and Vocational Training, I am Kiba Talyum.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Barbados has signed on to 2 loan agreements with Saudi Arabia. A loan which Prime Minister Mia Motley says will help to boost healthcare infrastructure and housing development across the island. Prime Minister Motley says the loans amount to over $90 million. He's expected to go forward upgrading polyclinics and the construction of an urban housing project. She says the urban area needs urgent attention. For those who continue to question government's borrowing, Prime Minister Motley said the loans are not for salaries but to build the country's capacity.
You would have heard in Parliament last week when Minister Strawn ushered the resolution through Parliament, the figure of $58.5 million US, which will cover primarily the upgrade of all of our polyclinics, but in particular the construction of 2 new polyclinics at Randall Phillips and at Eunice Gibson in Warrens. And secondly, phase 1 of an urban renewal project which is effectively focused on the water, housing and infrastructural support necessary for urban Barbados, in particular deep urban Barbados. Unlike the last government, we are not borrowing to pay salaries, we're borrowing to build capacity which will enhance the country's ability to repay in the future. No different from you getting a mortgage at home. You borrow to get a house, you pay for the house over 15, 20, 25 years, depending on what you've agreed to with the bank. So I put this in context for those who want to be fearmongers with respect to the issue of debt.
Today, Your Excellency, we will sign 2 loan agreements with amounting of $92.7 million to support 2 important sectors, health sector and housing sector. Your Excellency, it is the Saudi Fund for Development established in 1975. Since then, we have financed more than 800 projects worth more than $22 billion.
Over now to Guyana, where, with public trust in the Guyana Police Force, GPF, at an all-time low, Deputy Commissioner of Police Administration, Revenat Budram, has delivered a bold message. Corruption will no longer be tolerated within the ranks. HGP Nightly News shares more details.
With public confidence in the Guyana Police Force, the GPF hanging by a thread, one of the highest-ranking officers came out swinging, declaring that corruption will be stamped out at every level, no matter who gets caught in the crossfire. Deputy Commissioner of Police Administration Ravindranath Budram, in a fiery appearance on this week's Safeguarding Our Nation program, did not hold back. He addressed growing outrage over police misconduct and made it clear the days of rogue cops escaping justice are over. Budram's hardline stance comes as the Guyana police force reels from a fresh wave of embarrassment. In just a matter of days, 2 officers were dragged into criminal investigations, one busted with narcotics on the east bank of Demerara, the other caught on the east coast, allegedly packing an illegal gun.
I understand the public's view of corruption in the force. While there are some rogue elements within the force, majority of our officers are good officers, and they are here to serve the public.
Still, for members of the public, trust remains fragile. Social media is often flooded with complaints about alleged police shakedowns, abuse of power, and selective enforcement. Yet, Budram insists the force is serious about cleaning house.
If there is an allegation of misconduct, our Office of Professional Responsibility would investigate. And after advice is sought, action will be taken.
To address internal weaknesses, Budram said the force has ramped up its investment in training programs that emphasize ethical policing. Recruits and seasoned officers alike undergo continuous sessions on professionalism, accountability, and citizens' rights.
CVM's Kevin Black reports Prime Minister Andrew Holness is drawing comparisons between his administration and the opposition, claiming his government has addressed many of the country's challenges during its time in office. He was speaking to residents of St. Elizabeth on Sunday night.
I don't plan to be long with you because you see these ladies here, I don't know, but they look like them fall in love with me. They've just...
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says that the Jamaica Labour Party, under his latest watch, has rectified a number of problems left behind allegedly by the previous administration. Speaking to party supporters at the JLP meeting in St. Elizabeth Sunday night, Prime Minister Holness reiterates that his administration is solution-oriented, adding it's a legitimate reason for Jamaicans to put their X beside the bell on election day.
We must remember that we have the mantle of authority and some other people are trying to take it away from us. We are the ones who must lead this country. We are the ones who think about the problems, but we also think about the solutions.
Prime Minister Holness also refuted allegations made by the opposition that the destruction of their political paraphernalia was the JLP's doing.
Posters and flags don't win an election. It is important, yes, to put up your symbols and your paraphernalia, but don't make that a flashpoint for a conflict. They believe by putting up whole heap of poster and whole heap of fabric all over the place that it will make people feel intimidated or draw people to them. Nothing like that.
Prime Minister Holness emphasized the importance of voting, especially among impressionable youth. He notes it's with their support that they will be able to maintain ongoing initiatives for the Jamaican people.
Some people say, me no business with politics, so I'm not choosing none of them. A whole heap of people say, they not vote. If they leave it up to other people, then they must accept the decisions that are made to govern them.
The Prime Minister is encouraging voters to support his administration in favor of a prosperous future for Jamaica. Kevin Black reporting for CVN News.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.